Well, hello, welcome back to Tale 3 Cabins. I hope everybody had a nice holiday season. Hope you got what you wanted for Christmas. Karen got me a nice gift that I'm prepping up here to get ready to hang up, and I'll share that with you at the end of this video. But for now, we're going to go back to my daughter's house where we started a laundry list of items earlier this past fall, and I'm halfway through them, and I'm going to finish that up today, so why don't you check it out. If you recall, a few weeks ago I was working at my daughter's house. I brought JD down here and it was quite a little project, and it seemed like the list of items that needed to be taken care of was getting longer and longer. These are the remnants of some grapevines that they just didn't really have the time to take care of and manage, so they just wanted it all torn out. Getting the bulk of them with the loader and the grapple didn't go too bad, but it did leave the remnants of the main trunk of the grapevine still sticking in the ground. Thought I'd give it a quick try. I knew this was just a long shot to see if I could pull it out with the grapple, but it just wasn't going to have the right grip for it. So a quick change back to the loader bucket and the chain. Scratched the grapevines off the list, and now this garden area is kind of overgrown. They tried having a garden a couple years ago and just again did not have the time to take care of it, so they just want the fencing taken down and everything mowed down to make it level so they could just manage it with the lawnmower in the spring. I'm starting out with the easiest and probably the most destructive way of doing this. Just pull this fencing out. There's really nothing to be recycled here. All the weeds and stuff that are intertwined with this fence would make it hard for me to pull stuff out by hand. So I'm just going to try to use the brush crusher here. Hopefully I don't get it tangled up, but I think it's just going to be a matter of time before that happens. Starting out kind of slow, and all I'm doing is just trying to loosen the fencing itself off of the poles and the weeds below. This is the part that I thought that was going to be inevitable, and that was just getting all this fencing tangled up in the teeth of the brush crusher, especially if you put a lot of pressure and crimp in it. So I ended up having to get the wire cutters out to get this unstuck. That does it for the fencing. Before I put the brush hog on, I have one more job for the backhoe. was pretty thick in there. Nothing that the rotary cutter couldn't handle, but I did find a couple good sized boulders, some dimensional treated lumber, and a couple tomato cages. To scratch off the garden area, that's all taken care of. While I got the rotary cutter on, I thought I would just go around and dress up the edges of their yard where they've had some overgrowth. One more item on my list, and I think that'll do it for today. Probably the heaviest load I've had on this trailer, and I've had the backhoe on the front here because I took it off to put the rotary cutter on, so there's a lot more weight in the front, but going by my weigh safe hitch, I can tell you about what the tongue weight is here.
Yep. It's like 900. Oh, now it's 1,000.
I can tell you that is probably a little too heavy for my truck and the tongue weight there. If I had a weight distribution hitch, I would be alright. This is a pretty heavy load. I have a lot of implements on the trailer. I'm not going on the freeway. It's a good time of day where there's not a lot of traffic. So just checking out the scale here just tells me that I'm going to need to be careful and just take it slow and easy on the way home, and I should be okay. Unfortunately, I didn't get too far, and there's a pile of bricks to the right of the corner of the house here that I was not aware of. Needless to say, I took out one of my marker lights. Before I get on the road, I'll give you a profile shot just to show you how much squat I have over by the bed area. It's not terrible, but you'd probably want to redistribute your weight if you're going a long distance. Alright, so pretty nice gift that Karen got me. She surprised me with this one, and it's going to make a nice addition to our pole barn. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you enjoy and subscribe to these videos. Click on that little bell if you want to know when a new one is coming out, and keep an eye on us. Take care, everybody.